and welcome to episode 27 of the These Little Hands podcast. My name is Millicent and I'm coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa, where I live and work. And this is a podcast about knitting and sewing. I hope you enjoy the show. So today I have quite a lot of things to share with you. Also some of my favorite things, which I sometimes share, not always. But it was my birthday last weekend and I was really spoiled. And also today, which is a little bit different than normal, I have a lot of sewing to show you. So not so much knitting, but quite a bit of sewing. And let's get into the show. Okay, so let's start with knitting. As I said, I don't have a lot to share with you, but I have something exciting coming up hopefully next week or the week after that. But first, let me show you my finished object. And as part of the title of this episode, you would see that I said there is a little bit of a disaster. So I was very happy with this project, and then I don't know what happened. So I'm going to show you. So in my previous episode, I showed you that I have knit the Mount Pleasant top by WIP and I. It is a short sleeve t-shirt, and it is in this wonderful chartreuse color, and it was yarn gifted to me by my cousin when she went to Italy, and it is Egyptian cotton from France. So everything went very well, very easy pattern to knit. And then when I was finished, I wanted to block it, and I just rinsed it with water. And I don't know what happened, but can you see that mark there? So I didn't use any soap or anything, but there must have been something in my basin, or I don't know what. But now there is a mark on my beautiful t-shirt. So what I'm hoping to do is we have quite a few dyers in South Africa, hand dyers, and I'm hoping that one of them can help me. I haven't messaged anyone yet, but I'm hoping that one of them can maybe over dye this for me, even if they dye it speckled or whatever, so that I can actually wear it. The color is not showing up true, but the lace is really, really pretty. Look at that. And the fabric in this cotton is so nice. So it is a really nice top. It fits me really well. It is cropped, so I have to wear it with a high-waisted skirt, but that is exactly how I made it. If worse comes to worse, I have quite a bit of the yarn left. Then I am going to re-knit it. I'm going to rip it out and re-knit it because it wasn't a lot of work, and I really love this top and I love the yarn. So then I will have to use the rest of the yarn, so I'll have to sort of lose this strip of yarn here. But yes, this is my finished object. If there are any hand dyers watching this, please let me know if it is possible to over dye this, and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so the next knitting object, sorry, I have a bit of hay fever, is a test knit. So I can't give you too much details, but it is a pattern by Emily Green on Ravelry, and I'm test knitting this for her. And this is the new color range of Nurturing Fibers. This is in the sock, Super Twist sock, and then it is in the Sangria colorway, and it is such a beautiful colorway. So the pattern asks for a tubular cast on, so this blue piece will get ripped out, and then you do double knitting for the cuff, which is quite time consuming. And I finished the one sleeve, and I was very happy. I knit the sleeve because I took some time to decide what yarn I wanted to use, and the deadline for this is the 23rd of November, so that is quite hectic. But yes, hopefully I will be able to finish this. And I am currently knitting the back piece. So this is where I am on the back piece. So it's again the double knitting, and then there is reverse stockinette and stockinette in the middle, which is this is going to be so wonderful. So that is the only thing I've been knitting on, because there's a deadline. I am really trying hard. But this double knitting takes quite some time. So yes, I still have 2 fronts to do and the whole sleeve and sewing them up together. I might not make the deadline, but she did say, because a lot of people are struggling with the time, so she might extend the deadline. So hopefully that will happen. Okay, and that is basically it for my knitting. I do have a few announcements to make. So the first one I want to announce is that we are having the last swap of the year in the South African Ravelry group. So you can find a link to that group below this video, and you can also find all the details of the swap there. This will be the last swap for the year, and I hope that you can join us with that. Okay, and then the last thing I want to show you is an acquisition. So you might remember that I bought this lovely skein of yarn. I have 3 of these. It's in DK weight from Heartland. It is peaches and cream. And 3 skeins of DK weight is not enough for a garment, but that was the only 3 she had. So I took all 3, and I was waiting for something to come out that would match this. And then she came out with this skein. So this piece is exactly the same as this piece. And it's the same base, it's the Sutherland DK. So I have 3 of these and 3 of these. So I'm going to make a sweater out of this. So if you have any pattern suggestions, please let me know. And then next week, I'm hoping to record next week, but I will definitely record the week after that. So if I am planning to host either a knit along or something similar to that, and we have possibly an exciting prize about that, but I'm still getting the details. So watch this space and follow me on Instagram, and I will let you know about that. So, as I said, this week is mostly about sewing. So let's jump straight into that. So I got quite a bit of sewing done the last month. I don't exactly recall when was the last time I recorded, but I managed to get quite a bit done. So the first thing I want to show you is what I'm wearing. So this is the now I'm going to forget the name. This is the Ansa top by Named Clothing. The pattern is a dress and a top, and I've had it in my sewing wish list for quite some time. So similar to Ravelry, there's a website called the Fold Line. They have videos on YouTube, but also they have a whole pattern database, and you can save your patterns and upload your projects just the same like you do on Ravelry. So I had this in my wish list for quite some time, and I've made the top and the dress. So this is the top. It's quite loose fitting, and at the back it scoops down. The only adjustment I made to the pattern is my distance from here to my bust line is shorter than most people, so I had to move this whole thing up, but it worked out quite well, and I really like the fabric, and it's just binding around the neck edge, and it has butterfly sleeve, and I really like this top, so I'm very happy with that. And then I've also made the dress. So I will show you pictures at some stage if you follow me on Instagram, but it's difficult to photograph yourself. So this is the dress in the same pattern. I haven't made the bust adjustment on this one yet. So I want to go back because the bust is a little bit low and just raise it a bit. So the difference between this one and the top, the sleeves are exactly the same. And this detail here on the front is exactly the same. But the dress has pleats in the middle that you can see there, and it just goes down. So there's an invisible zip at the back with a hook and eye closure here at the top. And here I folded the bias binding all the way, so it's not covering the top, it's underneath. And here I did it a little bit differently, where I covered the top so that you can see the bias binding. Sorry, I don't know why my nose is itching so much today. Yes, so I really like it. With this one, I would have to wear a slip underneath, but the fit is great. I really enjoyed the pattern. I have bought a pattern from Named Clothing about 3 years ago, and at that time, I really didn't enjoy the layout of the PDF. But I can say that they have improved significantly on that, and it is now so easy to stick the pattern together. I would definitely buy from them again. So, yes, that is the two patterns. So I made both. You get the top and the dress in the pattern, and I made both of them. So those are the first two that I sewed. The next pattern I sewed up, I also made two. So this is the Lenny top by Tessuti Fabrics. This was the first time I've used a pattern from them as well. I must say the pattern was very clear. I had no issues with it. It's interesting how different patterns from different companies look. So what I would say is this pattern is definitely not beginner friendly because you have to know a bit. So the details was easy for me to follow, but I think if it's your first time, you would have a hard time doing it. And there are some steps that I skipped. But anyway, this is called the Lenny top, and this fabric is the best fabric. So it's a boxy top. It's quite oversized. I made the second smaller size, so the extra small. I could have made the extra small, but it's a loose fitting top and I didn't want to run the risk of it being too small. So it has a double fabric here at the back and also at the bottom, and it has a V-neck, and you can see with the first one, like here, it's not super neat. It does fold a little bit there. It's quite tricky to do that piece, and then it just has bias binding on around the armholes. So I've already worn this. I love it so much, and I love the fabric. And then I decided to make another one. So the other one I made is this one. So this one is completely sheer. I will have to wear it with a camisole, but as per usual, when you do something twice, all the issues I had on the first one, I didn't have on this one because I was able to sort it out. So it's very neat here in the middle. I think the fabric also makes it easier. With this one, I didn't use interfacing. So here you would interface it and at the back and at the bottom, which is what I did on this one. So this one is quite a bit more stiff, and that is what the pattern suggests. But on this one, I didn't do that. And on this one, I made bias binding with the same fabric for the armholes. So yes, I'm very happy with it. I will wear a camisole underneath it, and I will put in a few pictures of them here. Okay, let's talk about the last thing I made. So as you can see, I was quite busy. This is called the Rose Dress, and I'm not going to pronounce the name of the pattern company because I don't know how to pronounce it. It's very wrinkled because I finished it last night, and I see I have a few threads to fit in, to cut out. Okay, so this pattern is beginner friendly if you know what you do, but the instructions was the least instructions I've ever gotten on a sewing pattern. So it was literally this, I think, 10 steps. So it's not, I think if you are not an advanced sewer, it would be difficult to know what to do, because although it's a very simple pattern and once you have it, you have it. Yes, so this is also very loose fitting. This is made of linen. It has a very nice detail here at the top of the shoulder, and it just has a loose button hole here. No lining, nothing complicated. It goes down and it has pockets, 2 pockets here, and it ends just below my knee. And at the back it has a button loop like that, and I've added a little bow there. So I think I'm going to love wearing this. What I didn't like about the pattern is they don't give you the finished garment sizes. So they give you the sizes, but not the finished garment sizes. So I cut out 34, I think. And I did take it in quite a bit here. The pattern is completely straight here. And as you can see, mine is curved. So it's not tight fitting at all. So I probably could have made a smaller size than I did, but I was scared because I didn't know what the finished garment size would be. And I did actually measure the pattern, and I even thought that this one might be too small. So yes, but I can always take it in a little bit more if I have to. And I really like my detail there at the back. So yes, that is all my sewing, which is quite a lot. And let me think if that was all I wanted to share with you. No, it's not. So on the sewing front, today I'm going to be sewing up this dress. Either this one, or the sleeveless one, but not with the pockets. And this is in the fabric that I have showed you before. So it's going to be in this floral fabric. And the other thing that's next on my list is a pencil skirt in this fabric, because I have an event that I want to wear this top with this skirt, and I have like gold heels that I want to wear with that. So that is what I'm going to do, but it's going to be a simple pencil skirt. I can't ever see which one is the right side of the fabric. I think this is the right side. So it's sort of a blush pink with gold roses on it. And then for my birthday, I got this piece of fabric, which also has gold on it. This is that African wax print fabric. And I'm going to also be making a pencil skirt, probably the same pattern as I'm going to use for the other one in this fabric. So I'm excited about that. And those are my plans for today. And on the last thing I wanted to share with you is not right next to me. So give me a second. Okay, I thought I had everything right here. Okay, so as I said, it was my birthday, and I like to share my favorite things with you, so I thought I would. I was really spoiled, and I felt we had a tea party, and I felt very loved. But I wanted to share some things that I got. The first thing I want to show you is, I'm sure you were seeing this bracelet that I'm wearing. So this is a local South African jewelry designer. I actually have a pair of earrings from her that I got last year for Christmas, I think. And it is called Suikerbos. So everything is very nature inspired, but it is really quite beautiful. So you can follow her on Instagram. She's normally at all the markets around. And then the other thing I got is something I've wanted for a very long time. You can't really see them, but I will insert pictures at the end of the episode. But and I also can't pronounce the name, but this is a jewelry brand, a French jewelry brand. And their jewelry is very whimsical. And my cousin was so sweet, and she got me these earrings when she was in Spain earlier this year. And she had to wait all this time to give it to me. And then those of you that follow me know that I sometimes share makeup. My sister is a makeup artist, a professional makeup artist, and she has made me quite addicted to her hobby, or her job. It's not her hobby, but my boyfriend was so sweet. So every year MAC launches a holiday collection, and this year I've been really excited to see what they come out with. And they've launched a collection called the Snowball collection, and you can see this packaging is so beautiful. It is gold, and you can see the imprint there on the eyeshadow. So he got me this highlighter. The name of the color is Here Comes Joy, and I use it as a highlighter, but they call it a face powder. So yes, this is really, I actually think the whole collection is sold out already. I'm going to, oh, you can't see the swatch there, you can see it a little bit, but it is a really beautiful color. Let me see if I can do a better job. There we go. So it has a golden shine to it. So this is so great. I love it so much. If you want this collection, I would suggest you go online or in store very quickly, because there was a lipstick that I wanted, and it was launched on the 2nd of November, and we went on the Sunday, the 5th of November, which was my birthday, to get the lipstick, and it was sold out. So, and the other one he got is an eyeshadow. You can't really see, but it is sort of a minty green, and it is called Frost Winged. It's the extra dimension eyeshadow, and they all have these snowflake prints on them, and I actually think they're not the same. They might be the same, but some of them have different ones. These two look the same, I think. So let me see if I can swatch this for you. Yes, there you can see it a little bit. So it's like a green color. And then my other favorite thing, I didn't get this for my birthday, but I got it recently, and I wanted to share it with you because I know makeup is quite expensive, and you know, it's not something that you would necessarily buy for yourself or splurge on. But this brand, Stella, is quite affordable, and they have these travel palettes like this one. They have it in a light, a medium tan, and a darker one. So this is the medium tan, and what is really nice about it is you get now I can't open it. You get eyeshadows and a blush, and well, this one you can use as a highlighter as well. So this is a really, really nice palette that I love to use. So I use this almost every day. It's not what I'm wearing today, but I thought I'd share with you. I don't know if you want to see the swatches, but I can swatch it for you. So this color is just a I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Maybe I'll swatch and then I'll show you. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. And these are the swatches. So from here, you can see what's really nice is at the back they show you. So this first color here is what they call Curious. And what's nice about this palette for people that aren't very good with makeup like myself, who are still learning, is they tell you what to use it for. So this is the base. So you would put that on your whole eye, this one. Then next to that one is Captivating, which is a highlighter. Then underneath that one is this very nice coppery tone, Captivating. Then we have Feisty, which they say you can use in your crease, this one. This one you can use as a liner. This is called Magnetic. And then the last two are bases. So this one and this one. One is matte and one has a shimmer in. So this is one of my favorite palettes. And I think with this you can get a really, really far using this one. Sorry, everything is so golden. But anyway. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know makeup is not everybody's cup of tea, but I thought I'd share it with you for fun. And I will definitely see you at the most in 2 weeks' time, but I will probably see you next week. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you soon. Bye!